I'm in London, England, a city with a rich, rich heritage. There's all kinds of things that you can see, but we're only here for one thing, the food. Actually, make that 10 things. We're gonna show you the top 10 things you must eat when you're in London, England. And now allow me to translate for our British friends that may happen to be watching. Oi, look mate, he's not here to see the bleeding castles. He's only here for the food, you wanker. London is of course the capital of England and the United Kingdom. And with almost 9 million people and more than 300 languages spoken in the region, it has an amazingly diverse range of people and cultures. And yes, there's plenty to see here. Oh, hello, Buckingham Palace. But as I've said, we're here for the food. And by the way, we're not doing any of these in any particular order. It's not the 10 best and then number one is the ultimate. It's just the 10 things you gotta eat that are British-like when you come to London. You know what I mean? That being said, I think we should start with breakfast because it's early. And there's a truck right there. Perfect timing. But breakfast, and the quintessential English full breakfast. And we're going to one of my favorite steak restaurants in London that also happens to serve this breakfast. Going to a place called Hawksmore. Good morning. Hawksmore has 8 locations, I think, but this one is the only one with the full English breakfast. And by the way, it's super quiet right now because we're here at 7 a.m. right when they open. It's 7:40 here, but it's 11:40 p.m. for me, and I couldn't be more excited to tuck in to this full, amazing English breakfast. So you have to have a little bit of everything, of course. You don't need to watch me eat the entire thing, but I am going to try a couple things right off the bat. Bone marrow. I'm not sure how many people are huge bone marrow fans, but I'm telling you, you want to get your head around this. Think it's just like the fatty insides, the collagen inside of a bone. But what makes it really tremendous is how soft, succulent it gets when it's cooked perfectly. It's so delicious and fatty in your mouth. You taste it on your tongue, but you want to. Okay, check this out. This is black pudding. And black pudding, if you don't know, is made with, I gotta say it, it's made with blood. And to some people, the taste is bizarre, but you would never know. The seasonings, the spices that they use are outstanding. Check this out. Underneath the eggs, wait, let me get an egg off of here. Nice, perfect eggs. Oh, look at the color of the yolk. I'm always amazed when I go to other countries. That to me looks like a cartoon yolk. Look at the butter. That's what we're used to. That, it is amazingly perfect organic egg. So look underneath. So this is called bubble and squeak. Typical British thing, but this is short rib under here, and bubble and squeak came about because of, it basically was taking the leftovers, potatoes and leftover roast beef, and putting them together the next day. In this case, they're using short rib. And I can see there's some onion and cabbage in here. Short rib. The beef forward flavor of that is, it's mental. The full English breakfast has been a thing in this country since they say like the 1300s. And it was just the wealthy that had it in the day. But now anybody can have it. Okay, these are, what kind of sausages are these? These are pork, beef, and mutton. Mutton is a older lamb. Snappy sausage, a little bit of drip you get right away. That super delicious combination of those flavors. Wait, okay, this is called a bacon chop. They've taken all the goodness of bacon, kept it thick, but left the bone on. A bacon chop. Hey now, let's try a piece of this. And how could this ever be a bad thing? Sweet on the outside. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've been a huge Hawksmore fan for their steaks for a long time. This is kind of insane. These are considered trotter bean. Can you guess why? I'm gonna guess because they're probably made with like a pig's trotter in the beans while they slowly cook. giving them that delicious porky flavor. Okay, come on. This is just, I could be King Henry VIII. I feel like I have a meal fit for him. And these giant mushroom caps under here, this is a two-person sharing meal. I could never eat this whole thing by myself. Love to try though. Okay, if the first thing you ate was the mushroom, that would be a huge heads up that everything that's about to follow is going to be amazing. When that much care is taken with a little portobello, you know everything is really going to be fantastic. And then of course the classic roasted tomatoes that are always in a full English breakfast. All right, I'm going to continue to eat a bit. This is just 1 out of 10 things you have to eat in London. And damn, did we start with a good first one. No self-respecting food lover comes to London without visiting Borough Market. It's easily one of the largest and oldest food markets in London. In fact, part of it apparently dates back to at least the 12th century, and that is freaking old. There's fruits and vegetables, there's cooked foods, there's raw foods, there's locals, and there's tourists, including me. And there's also 2 items on our list of 10. Number 2 is the crazy delicious sausage roll. And look at it. It's a beautifully spiced pork sausage and a light, crispy pastry. And to heat them up, they slice them in half and put them on the flat griddle, which just adds an extra level of crisp to the inside. And yeah, they're a bit greasy, but for me, that's really part of the allure.
But a proper English sausage roll? Now that's the
£6 a photo, £10 a video.
But wait, don't stop there, because number 3 on the list, again, in no particular order, is another one of my faves, the Scotch egg.
So it's pork sausage with a soft egg in the middle, and then it's wrapped in like a breading, and then it's deep fried. Clearly this one's been cut in half, you can see. And these are called artisan Scotch eggs. So they're special and they're delicious. Look how gorgeous that is. Look at the egg still runny inside. The smell from here is tremendous. But what you get is you get that bite of the crisp, then the pork, and then you hit the egg in the middle. It's like a treasure. It's like the most delicious pork and eggly, crispy treasure. Oh shit. They're not kidding when they say artisan. This is pork and sage. It's crazy good. I make a version of this at home. It's not even close. Scotch egg. If this was the only thing you ate when you came to London, you'd be going home going, hell yes, that was an amazing trip. But this is just 1 of the 10. 1 of the 10.
So if I asked you what you thought the national food of England was, what would you say? Quick, quick, quick. Fish and chips, right? Wrong. Oh no, it's not fish and chips. Ready for this? It's chicken tikka masala, Indian food. It's a huge Indian population here. People here love their Indian food like it's going out of style. Oops.
So sorry.
Max just ran a woman right into the fucking wall. Anyway, it's chicken tikka masala. Really rich, delicious chicken dish on rice, a wonderful curry. And we've come down here. Wait till you see where we're going. We're gonna get some chicken tikka masala. And this amazing little stand, which had both Bangladeshi and Turkish influenced food because of the owner's backgrounds, had a huge variety of vegetarian and non-vegetarian foods, all looking and smelling ridiculous. Honestly, I could have stood there all day, but I was here for the chicken tikka.
Hello.
How can I help?
Just chicken tikka, please.
Would you like it in with the rice, or would you like it in
With the rice, please. Smell is wonderful, wonderful. Yes, thank you.
I hope you enjoy it.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much. You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Wait, right here.
You see this? Mint yogurt. The chicken, the spices, the vegetables, rice underneath. Look at that. Look how gorgeous this is. The smell standing right here. And you get a little bit of this mint yogurt with it. You have a bite. Aromatic, a little bit of spice to it. Amazing flavor, rich, delicious. The rice by itself, I'm sure, is amazing. This on top, mint yogurt, national dish of England. Oh my God, they got it right. Boy, did they get it right.
Next up at number 5 is an old school working class food, pie and mash. Pie and mash shops have been around London since the 19th century and are still common in East London where we are. Some even serve jellied eels, but not for today, and definitely not for me.
So, of all the things I was looking forward to eating when I came, I think this simple little gem was at the top of the list. I've never had a proper pie and mash. And simple is really the key. It's ground beef or mince, as they call it here. Really, with some spices, and that's about it. Inside of a pie shell. There's dough on the bottom and then pie dough on top. It's served with mashed potatoes, but the really important part of this, the only way to have this, isn't with gravy, is what they call liquor. And it's this parsley kind of sauce that goes on top of it, hence the green color. I'm so jazzed. I'm just gonna taste the parsley liquor first. It's delicious. Unless, of course, you hate parsley, but how could you? And the classic British way to serve the mash is they take a spatula and they wipe it on the edge of the plate, which is pretty damn cool. But now, we must tuck into it. Let's go.
You can talk while you're doing it.
Look, you can see, it's just the mince. It is so basic. I mean, there's very little seasoning. It really is just the ground beef, a bite of the mash with a little bit of this liquor. They say you should use vinegar or this chili vinegar. Look at what's inside. This is packed with chilies. Maybe just a little. Comes out of a very small hole because I think it might be spicy. Oh boy, why didn't I do that the first bites? I'm gonna be 1,000 pounds by the time I leave this country. But I'll be smiling. Really smiling. The crust, and by the way, I like to say that you could put, anything with pie crust, and I would love it. But now you've got, this really simple beef, and this parsley liquor. Good God, man. This is working person's food, working people's food from way back. It's still inexpensive. So happy in here. I'm so happy in here. The expensive places. This is where you learn about a country.
Okay, now it's time for fish and chips. And we come to a personal favorite, Poppy's Fish and Chips in Spitalfield. Poppy uses sustainably sourced fish, has a cult following, awards up the wazoo, and there's a ton of action in their retro 50s restaurant. And of course you can eat inside, or as they say here, takeaway. And I did.
So sitting inside Poppy's is quite an experience. It's small, it's kind of packed, and it's great. But sitting out here on a beautiful, full, crisp day, look at this girl. Look at the, see the swagger? I bleeding love London, mate. It's bloody marvelous here. Look at this. Check this out. Giant freaking fish. Cod. Unbelievable. And chips. Classic British chips. They're kind of the small size. Crispy, fluffy inside. But here's where the real show is. It's all about the fish. Have a good look at that. That's unbelievable. That is one big ass piece of beautiful cod, but light and crispy. That's what it's about. You don't want heavy. You want gorgeous, light and crispy. No trip to London would be complete without Poppy's fish and chips. No trip to London would be complete without fish and chips, but especially Poppy's. It's light. It's almost a picture of crunch. It's not dense, it's not thick. People keep stopping and going around. See the color? The color? The steam? It's burning my fingers.
Moving on, and for more old school, we head to Hoxton, to the Ginger Pig for bangers and mash. And literally one of the best bangers and mash I've ever had.
So this is proof of how pervasive British food is in all areas of food in this country. This is essentially a Mediterranean restaurant. These are Italian sausages. This is a spring onion or a green onion mashed potato underneath. All styles of restaurant can have bangers and mash. Not many of them are as gorgeous as this. You know how obsessed I am by green onion, and the thought of a green onion mash. And now some sausage. Still connected, lads. Let's put one of these little guys down here. So pork sausage, Italian pork sausage. There's pork, of course, but there's like just layers and layers of amazing seasoning and deliciousness. And you eat some sausages and they're like super dry. This is moist and unctuous, and you just want to eat and eat and eat. I don't know why I'm talking so quietly. It was almost like I'm in sausage and mash church. I have to speak quietly to show my respect for how amazing this is. I will not look at a sausage or mashed potatoes the same way at home anymore, especially after this.
And next, the Bacon Butty. It's really just a very simple bacon sandwich on bread with, as they say, brown sauce, which is like steak sauce. And the bacon is different. The bacon's more Canadian bacon-like than our bacon, than the strip bacon that we know. But it's pretty good. Very simple. It's great. On the way to work, food. You're walking to work, you grab a quick Bacon Butty, and off you go. Right. I'll meet you at 5:30 for drinks. Right? That lady. She's like, who's that with the worst English accent I've ever heard? So we're in an area called Little Venice, and it's Little Venice because there's a canal and canal boats. And we're going for shepherd's pie. Do you know what's in shepherd's pie? You might think you know what's in shepherd's pie, but I'm gonna guess some of you will be wrong. So check this out. The place we were going didn't have any shepherd's pie. Huh. We found a new place. And it's supposed to be really good. The Windmill in Mayfair is a classic British pub with all the beer, food, and noise you'd expect. So here's a lesson. When you look up a restaurant on the website and you see what their menu is, if you really want something, call and ask them if they have it on the menu tonight. Because that place we were going to, sorry, no shepherd's pie. It's on the website. Yeah, well, the people that do our website are a bit shite. They're not up to date. So we found a new place. And we're very happy we're here. Here's what shepherd's pie is. It's lamb. Yes, lamb is in shepherd's pie. Underneath mashed potatoes. If it's ground beef, it's cottage pie. There's the distinction. Let's have a bite, shall we? So look, it's a beautiful layer of mashed potatoes, and underneath is, steam. That's lamb. Oh my God, and it smells like lamb, and it's going to be amazing and freaking hot. Uh-oh. There's leeks and cheese mixed into the top of these potatoes that are outstanding. I keep saying outstanding, and I don't mean to, but I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm so glad that other place did not have shepherd's pie, because it could not have been better than this one. I've made shepherd's pie before, and I like my version, but there's a little spice in here with the lamb and the vegetables that really add to it. And the leeks and the cheese right here, look, on top of these potatoes are genius. It's a really lovely touch, really lovely touch. See what I just got? Check this out. This is technically not part of the 10. Mushy peas. Yes, you heard that right. Mushy peas. They're like peas that have been cooked until they're soft and mushy. I know a lot of people that would hate those, but a lot of people in this country, including me, are fans of it. There's always been a lot of talk about the Brits' food not being any good. A, I disagree. And B, what is really surprising me is the simplest things are so fantastic. This is not complex, but it's absolutely delicious. Absolutely. Oh my God. Like the best. This is the place to come for this. And you should be drinking a really great British beer. And as much as I hate to say this, we've come to the end, which brings us to number 10. We started with breakfast at Hawksmore. That was the amazing full English breakfast. We're also ending at another Hawksmore for dessert. And this may be one of the greatest things this country has to offer. It's sticky toffee pudding, and it's one of the greatest things this country has when it comes to food. Now look, I've said before, I'm not a dessert guy, but this one simple little dessert is unbelievable. So the pudding part, this guy here, is made of a sponge cake, and it has dates in it, and there's toffee. And on top is clotted cream, which is maybe like the most delicious whipping cream concept ever. It's a very British thing. So they gave us an extra little bit of toffee to pour around the edges of it, because you can never have too much of that, but then you need a bite. So we're gonna try first just the pudding. I know it looks like cake, but the Brits call this pudding. It's warm. Toffee, luscious, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This could turn me into a dessert eater. But now, as sweet and rich and delicious as the cake part is, you want some of the clotted cream, because, you know, whipping cream we know as being super sweet. Well, clotted cream is not really, and it kind of cuts the sweetness a little bit of the cake and makes for just the perfect bite. Oh no. Oh no. I want to eat this whole thing. Oh, and you don't like dates? Well, guess what? No problem, because this doesn't taste like dates. It just tastes like the most delicious thing you've ever had. I mean, here's a silly line, but what a sweet, delicious way to end our top 10 food things to eat in London. At Hawksmore, with this crazy delicious, most unbelievable sticky toffee pudding. This is a must. Look, I think all the things on the list are a must. This is really a must. Well, we came, we ate everything that was important. If you want to come to this city, follow the list, eat the things I ate, and you'll be super happy. I mean, really, what best way to discover a city than through the food of the people? So we always say subscribe, but if you like this travel version of Sam the Cooking Guide, then let us know in the comments, because we'd like to do more of this for you if this is what you want. All right, see ya. Happy eating. Cheers.